She's got ribbons and paper, a cauldron of glue. With every creation, she's spooking the crew. The black cats purr and the witches all cheer for the magic she spins this time of year. Oh, Indiana Jones, you're the talk of the night, with your Halloween craft shining so bright. Bats and spiders and a ghostly delight. Indiana Jones keeps the season just right.
Hello my spooky friends, and welcome to my channel Crafting with me, Indiana Jones, and welcome to a special video edition where I get to show you what I just got from Grabie. Yes, I love Grabie. I've worked with them before and they sent me this wonderful first time edition cut out and stick it collage book. And it is so perfect for Halloween. So if you love paper crafting, and especially for Halloween, this is perfect for you. So I'm going to go page by page and show you this beautiful collage book and what I made with it. Just one project for today. Now, of course, we can't have a video without a kitty cat inspection, and here Luna is checking out this new product, and I think she really likes it. She didn't want me to take it away from her, and I have to completely agree. I really enjoyed working with this collage book. This collage book was created through the beautiful artistry of Megan Melly, and she really truly loves Halloween. So if you love Halloween, you will love this book too. So I just wanted to show how beautiful all of the artwork is. Look at this beautiful spooky tree. Each one of these first pages is a piece of art just by itself. And I mean, just perfect to put into a frame and put into your, gallery or wall gallery of paintings and pictures for Halloween. Now, all of these, look at this. It is such a vintage vibe, and they're spooky and there's cute, and I just love them all. What I loved about these first pages is just how versatile they are. I mean, look at that gorgeous cat, just perfect. And you can create journals, and you can create all different types of spooky decor with this just one book. So again, if you are truly into paper crafting, this is such a perfect idea for yourself. And I can see myself coming back to this book again and again. And look at these little Christmas cards, spooky Christmas cards. I think they're adorable. Now, if you don't want to use them for Christmas, because I'm a straightforward Christmas girl, you don't have to. They even have little Valentine's Day cards. And look at these dark, look at the foliage, beautiful. And look at these, they just reminded me of old 80s cartoons. And if you love to color, my goodness, look at these color pages. I want to color these. I just want to sit down and relax and color these wonderful pages as well. Now, these are all eyes. You have to poke through the holes and then you would see the eyes. I'll be very honest with you. I didn't like the eyes that much. They were kind of spooky. I love these little haunted houses that they have. That trick-or-treat house is so cute. But if you like really, really spooky stuff, you can use the eyes. You can use whatever you like. And it's just so much fun because there's also stickers that go along with these pages. Now, I fell in love with these retro vintage black and orange stickers. Aren't they perfect? And they have different sizes. Just wonderful. And then all of the big paintings that you saw, or all the big pages that you saw, they also have corresponding spooky stickers. And talking about spooky stickers, look at these ghosts. How wonderful are these? And ghosts are all the rage this year, if you've noticed. And do you remember color forms? Well, if you love color forms, they actually have a little haunted house for you to put stickers on. How much fun is this to do with your child or niece or grandchild, or, just so much fun. Look at this, and you can decorate your haunted house as you like. And not only that, but behind the stickers is this wonderful paper. Now, wait a minute. Not only that, but they have these pull-out pages, so you can create a beautiful Halloween scenery with all of these spooky trees. Look at these stickers. Aren't they wonderful for home decor? I love these. These are so wonderful. There was just so much to do, and I love the fact that they all had a clear backing. So no matter where you place them, it's just going to look like it's painted onto whatever project you have. Now these, I was a little confused because I couldn't tell. These are all white lettering. So if you have some dark pages, you can put white lettering as well. And they kind of match the black lettering there. And then look at all this washi tape. There I'm showing you that it's white lettering. So now you have pages and pages of washi tape. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And of course, all of the washi tape corresponds. And the back of the page, look at these beautiful. I was like wanting to use the washi tape just to use the papers. And now, wait a minute. Look at this. This is so adorable. Look, all of these pages can be cut out and used in different ways. Look at these bows. She actually created bows that you can cut out. I think they're already, I don't know if you have to cut them out or some of them you just poke them out, but you can create banners and they're double-sided. Look at these cupcakes, these scary cupcakes. They're adorable, and again, they're double-sided, so you can use them in any kind of decor. Look at all the candies. I love this. All of this is so much fun. You have these little pop-outs. So if you have a little note that you want to put in your journal, this is so perfect for journaling and even adorable for gifting. Just so many things that you can do with all of these pages. Even the beautiful pumpkin with the leaf and the cats. Love the cats. Look at this, the trick or treat, that, old-fashioned type of lettering. Spooky and cute. Nothing's too gory, but it's so much fun. And these are cutouts. Now check this out. You also have this wonderful banner that you can just cut out, but look at the wonderful paper behind it. I was really torn. Do I make a banner? Do you use the paper? And of course they have a harlequin, so definitely going to use that harlequin paper in some way. And actually, if you saw my last video, you saw that I used it in Wednesday Adams' little trick-or-treat cart. But look at this. Just wonderful. Actually, I used a lot of these different pages for that trick-or-treat cart. And just so many wonderful ideas. Frames. And not only frames, but paintings. So if you have a spooky house that you're putting together, a spooky haunted house, you can cut out the frames and cut out the paintings that correspond. And it's just so much fun. And here are some more cutouts. Just so fun. Again, you can use this for journaling, for everything. Look at all the pages that I've shared with you. But there's more. And I pulled out look at this wonderful paper. And again, I pulled it out. It does open up. But at first, I just thought it opened up lengthwise. But it opens up like a poster. Look at that. So it's a really huge piece of paper that you can use to even cover a gift if you need to. But it's all so wonderfully contained in one wonderful book, this collage book for Halloween. So let's see what I can put together with all of this wonderful inspiration. Now, if you go to any thrift store, I'm sure you will find little board books just like these. They're also at the Dollar Tree, but many times you can find these for 25 cents or 50 cents at a thrift store or at a garage sale. So these are wonderful to recreate into a little board book of your own, special for Halloween. Now, I started my board book by just outlining the pages in black ink because it just is more fitting than the white. And you can coordinate your pages to whatever it is that you want to do. Could be purple, could be green, could be gold, whatever you'd like. But I think it's a nice touch to just first outline all of the pages in black ink. It makes it so much easier. Now, it has all these pages and it's lovely. And I'm sorry if you feel I'm not doing it justice, but I want to make a spooky storybook. So I start out first by painting the cover black. And now I'm going to add some iridescent green glitter, and this is a product from Plaid family of products. It's folk art, And look at this wonderful, scary, vintage cat. I had to put that as the cover of my book. Now, I'm adding a little more black because I wanted it to be streaky, so it looked a little more spooky. And there you see how nice that green iridescence is there. But I also wanted it to be a party book because we're celebrating Halloween. It's here. It's finally here. And so I'm using this wonderful glitter all around. And again, you can do whatever you like, however you like to create your own little storybook, but I am creating a Halloween storybook. So here I found the white lettering, which I thought was perfect as the title of my book. And this beautiful little cat is going to go right on top. She's howling happy Halloween to all of us. And again, I just think it's so cute to have a little storybook for Halloween. I decided to paint some of the pages according to the pages that I was going to use from the collage book. So I'm just taking some, I love this purple, and I thought, oh my gosh, I would love to incorporate this purple somehow. But I wanted to make sure that I covered all of the wintry scenes and everything. And look at that. I did it. I was able to do it. And I matched it to the page that I decoupaged on the following corresponding page. And I just love this page as the opening of my book. Look at that beautiful pumpkin with the lights and everything. So I am going to make this into a storybook, and I will write my own little poem for this book. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I'm just going to go page by page and update each one of these using paint and Mod Podge. And of course, I use the ironing method of the Mod Podge because I want to make sure that the pages look like they were part of this book originally. So you can make your own little flip book, or you can make a junk journal. Oh my gosh, if you like junk journaling, you're going to love this Grabie collage book. Now, again, I am just using the base. I haven't created all the little items that I'm going to put into this book for this first round, but this is the final page of my little Halloween storybook, and I just love it. Again, I'm going to use some Mod Podge, and I'm going to iron the page right onto or the paper, I should say, onto each page, because it works so well. If you haven't used the iron method, and I would use a small iron with very low heat, for me it's the best way. I don't have issues with wrinkling as much anymore, except for the wrinkles on my face. That's the only time I have issues with wrinkles anymore. If this is your first time here, by the way, I want to welcome you not just to this video, but to my channel. I really enjoy crafting in very different modes and storytelling as well. So if you enjoy that and enjoy a little bit of whimsical fun in your crafting day, I welcome you to like, share, and subscribe, as that helps me, and it's completely free for you. Now let's continue with the crafting, and you can see how I've painted each different page, and now I'm trying to figure out what poetry is going to be included in each page and what other stickers I can use to decorate this beautiful storybook. I have so much fun creating this, and I hope that you take the time to create something similar of your own. You remember those little Christmas cards? Well, those Christmas cards are going to be where I am going to write the stanzas of my little Halloween poem. So here I'm selecting a different Christmas card to color coordinate, funnily enough, to each of the pages. And these are perforated, so they're easy to remove and they're easy to tear apart as well. So I am going to write out the poem, and I'm figuring out what to write on each card as they describe the colors and what is on the corresponding pages. So instead of having you go through each one of the cards as I'm writing it, I will show you the pages and recite the poetry. But before that, I am going to add a few more embellishments by adding some stickers to different pages. And again, if you loved color forms as a kid, this is like color forms, 10.0. I don't know. It was so much fun, and it really did harken back to those color form days. And this is the final little stanza for my wonderful little Halloween storybook. So I will read it to you page by page so you can enjoy it as well. And if you're not into poetry, well, I'm sorry, but I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video, and I hope you were inspired to check out Grabie, not just for this book, but for so many other projects. Oh, and don't forget to decorate the back page as well. I almost forgot that, but not to worry, I did take care of it. On Halloween night, what an eerie sight, as goblins awake and pumpkins shine bright, when ghosts arise to dance in the skies and creatures howl with delight. It's here, it's here, it's Halloween night. And what will all the witches do as they cackle and laugh? Round the cauldron they brew new potions and spells when they recite, "'Tis here, 'tis here, 'tis Halloween night." In the dark, misty forest, bats zoom in the sky. Spirits moan and rattle while ghosts float right by. Together they screech and let out a frightening cry. It's time, it's time, it's Halloween night. Now we've played all our tricks and gobbled all the treats, and there isn't a ghost, witch, or monster that we did not meet. We've traveled the town as if on brooms in flight, but it's now time to sleep this Halloween night. I want to thank Grabie once again for allowing me to partner with them to provide information about this special Halloween craft book, cut out and stick it collage book party night. Absolutely perfect for a Halloween gathering with friends, especially if you're all crafty. More information and all the details are in my description down below. Thanks again for stopping by, and if you like, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure and prepare for the adventure of Halloween night. I'll see you again soon.